Hi, Brad here, and I've got a quick Lightroom tip for you. Met a photographer yesterday, and as we were visiting, we started talking about Lightroom and how we were huge fans of the program and how it was a very vital part of our everyday photography workflow. We're talking a bit, and he asked me the question, do you know enough about Lightroom to know what you do when you lose pictures? And I inquired as to what he meant. Well, he had his main catalog crash, and he had backed it up, but when he got the catalog back up and running again, all his pictures were missing. Basically, he still had all the previews of the images in his catalog, but he could do nothing with it because Lightroom didn't know where the original pictures were. So I'm going to simulate this real quick for you to show you, one, what happens if you move a photo on your hard drive outside of Lightroom, and two, how to find it and get it back. So I'm going to right click on this picture and select Show in Finder. That's going to take me to this image here on my hard drive, and I'll just show you the preview. There it is sitting on my hard drive. So I've gone in beforehand and set up this example folder, and I'll also put a subfolder inside of it, and I'll show you what we're going to do with that here in just a second. So I'm going to select I'm going to select just a few images here, and I'm going to drag them over, drop them in this example folder, and then I'm going to grab a few of those and I'm going to pull them in this subfolder. So now we have moved images on our hard drive to two different locations. The problem is Lightroom has no idea we've done that. So when I return to Lightroom, I now have this little error message here that says the file name 3021 is offline or missing. This is real easy to fix, especially if you know where the images are on your hard drive. And if you do a good job of naming or categorizing your photos, they can be pretty easy to find. So what I'm simply going to do is I'm going to right click on this image, and I'm going to say Show in Finder. Well, it doesn't know where it is anymore, so it's going to ask me, would you like to locate it? And I'm going to say yes, locate. So I know it's not in this 1120 folder because that's where I moved it from originally. So I'm going to go over to this example folder that I drug them into, and right there's that picture. So you can look up on the title bar right here, and it says locate 3021. I can either double click on that or select it and hit select. Now what Lightroom will do that's real cool is it will go in and find any other pictures within that folder and relink to them. So now I just move from one back to another, and I've still got some pictures missing. So let's figure out why that is. And I know why it is, but if we hit Show in Finder, say locate, these pictures are going to be in this subfolder we created. And voila. Get out of here and go back. And it'll take it a minute to find everything it's looking for. So now I should have all my pictures there. Now here's a great thing you can do in Lightroom also, just to check and see if you still have any pictures that aren't linked to the original images. If I click on Library, go down here and select Find Missing Photos, it will go and find any photos within the catalog that are not linked to their original images. So I'm good now. But I want to show you something here to take note of. These pictures originally were all in this 1120 folder. Because I moved them and relinked them in Lightroom, now those images I moved are going to be in the example folder and the subfolder. So if you ever want to move a picture on your hard drive from one location to the other, the way to do it is inside of Lightroom. So I can select, just hit Command A, Control A on Windows to select all these pictures, and I'm going to simply drag that back into this 1120 folder and drop it. It's going to say, sure you want to do this because it can't be undone. Yeah, I'm going to say move. Alright, and so you can see the status here as it's moving the pictures. And when it's done, this subfolder is going to be empty. I go to this example folder, do the same thing, Command A to select them all. I'm going to drag them back into 1120, say move. And Lightroom's going to do its thing and move those pictures back to where they're supposed to be. So if I go back to my Finder, you notice now my example folder, my subfolder are empty. And those pictures are right back here where we started. So just remember, anytime you're going to move an image, always move it from within Lightroom, not in your Finder, or otherwise you have to go through and do what I just showed you on how to find them and get them synced back up with Lightroom. So that's today's tip. Stay in touch with me on BradMoGraphy.com for more tips and tutorials. Thanks and have a great day.